Hello everybody, welcome back once again. I've got another quick Octopath Traveler 2 video for you here. This time we're taking on, I think it's Deputy Cubaryi. We'll see here in a second. But anyways, this is Temenos Chapter 3, and this is the Stormhail route. Yeah, let's. So I'm already at the bottom of this dungeon. So let's just get this started. And I got a couple of cutscenes to skip, and this should do it.
Stay your beak, Crow.
Stay your beak, Crow? Yeah, Deputy Cubaryi. Huh. I stomped her so bad the first time that I did this that I had to do it a second time. Because it was over in, like, I think it was a turn. So, I'll start out with my typical here, my Seal of Diffusion on Particio.
My turn.
I'll actually just try to take it easy on her. So, I do know that she's got a, so she's got a spear vulnerability and axe, and then she's got one more weapon. Can't remember what it is. We'll see here in a second. Let's just analyze it. Okay, staff. So a little odd. You know, most enemies in the game at least have a elemental vulnerability. It doesn't really matter, but it reminds me, though, of one of the reasons why I picked Ochet's Akala instead of the owl. I can't remember. I can never remember the name of the owl. But it's for instances like this. I've noticed that there are some rare times where enemies will only have elemental resistance or vulnerabilities, right? Like the actual elementals. But I feel like there's more enemies, and I should count it out sometime, and I'm of course never going to do that. But there are plenty of enemies in the game that don't have any elemental weaknesses or vulnerabilities, however you want to say that, at all. And this is one of those times. I'm tempted to just use the latent power. Actually, let's just do this. Let's just break her once. One of the great combos in the game is Temenos as an arms master, and then using his latent power. Because every single hit will break a shield, meaning that you can take out 6 shields in a single turn. So here I'm just going to defend. I actually want to see her recover from stagger. Nullifying shield, that's pretty cool. Nullifies all enfeebling effects. Okay, well that actually doesn't really matter that much. I'm not really going to be using any enfeebling attacks here. Okay, so she apparently actually changes her vulnerabilities a few times here. So let's just, I don't know, use some weak attacks here. Try to get her to swap up her vulnerabilities.
My turn.
Thunk. Oh, you got broken. It looks like breaking her removes that shield. Okay, so that's cool.
Not this time.
Thinking time.
The nullifying shield, that is.
Where was I? I think not.
I think not. Alright, let's use some side steps.
I don't want no trouble, friend.
Oh yeah, look at this. So she's actually looks like she is using her shield changes, and now this one says nullifies all elemental attacks and reflects spells. So you know, obviously not going to want to use a spell if she's going to be reflecting them. So, and also her weakness has changed. I think this is probably the bow. Let's try the bow. Oh, no. Indeed it is the bow.
Calculations complete.
I kind of want to get her broken here.
Prepare yourself.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to just let her do this ability. I want to see what she's charging up here.
Now it begins.
And then I can maybe make some suggestions as far as how to, you know, counteract that.
I think not.
Okay. So a physical attack. Actually, lots of physical attacks there. Alright, let's break her again. I'm going to set up another couple of side steps with Particio.
Not this time.
And, well, his diffusion wore off. Let's do this.
Here's a little something for you.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, and Hikari, I'm going to use Tricks of the Trade, or Trick of the Trade. Oh, is it really trick of the trade? Why is that not tricks of the trade? Why is it only one trick? Weird. But, okay.
Oh dear.
Whatever.
I think
Oh
not.
dear. Alright, now we'll do another fully buffed up sidestep.
I don't want my purpose, man.
Ooh, here we go. Luminescence. Alright, so that looks like that is an elemental attack.
Where was I?
So, you know, Reflect, I guess, would work on that. Poisons the attacking foe. Oh, well, that's fun. And by fun, I mean gross and not fun. Alright, so here she has changed up her vulnerability. So this one is going to be a dagger, bow, fire, light, and then we'll see what this last one is. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I might as well. We'll do a little bit of damage here. Let's get this. Let's do a dagger.
How's that for you?
Yeah, get some. Ooh, 9 stacks of poison. Lovely. Alright, let's analyze her here.
Let me look at you.
Alright, so fire,
Prepare
light,
yourself.
and wind, which is pretty gross. Let's do a frenzied fire. So this should be it as far as her, different vulnerability sets go. I'm kind of curious though. I may just break her one more time here, and we'll just see.
That's one, Hikari.
We'll just see what happens. So I'm just going to use a rest then to get rid of poison. Yeah, there you go. 9 stacks of poison gone just like that. I would suggest maybe, you know, I wanted to say Arcanist, but Apothecary with Seal Teach's Seduction on them and Rehabilitate, right, to prevent status effects. But Partitia was honestly the better choice here, right, because we just completely nullified all that anyway.
Not this time.
I do wish I actually would have had a Dancer here, though, instead, to do a Seal Teach on Particio. And, you know, that way he could give, you know, multiple stacks of Reflect out to everybody, as opposed to just one character at a time here, but that's alright. We'll just do that on him.
I
I want to see, though, if she, so she's back to her original shield. So
Face the god's wrath.
Oh dear.
face the gods, right? All right, so let's do let's do a 6-fold.
Now then.
And
Calculations complete.
Here I go.
that. And
I'll end this.
a buffed up frenzy
How's
fire.
this?
Because this is basically it. There isn't going to be anything new there. So, cool fight though. I do know. So the first time I did this, I must have just just completely destroyed her because I don't ever remember her doing any of that fun stuff. But yeah, a lot of easy ways to deal with her though, in my opinion. Particio probably the best. And again, I would say probably bring a Dancer. Put Seal Teach's Seduction on him, and make sure that he can give Reflects out to everybody, and then sidesteps. Hikari also another great way to give everybody a. I always say sidestep, but of course it's the buff that allows you to avoid one physical attack. Hikari with Trick of the Trade will be able to do the same thing. So like maybe in order to set up your Reflects with Particio, just use Hikari to make sure that everybody can again avoid one physical attack, and maybe do that multiple times if you feel like you need to, while you get those while you get the Reflects up. But honestly, my opinion, very easy battle. Hikari always solid, always a solid member here. And man, I gotta say, Temenos as Arms Master is phenomenal for breaking shields. 6 at a time there, as long as you've got latent power. You could always use somebody else to give him more latent power, like a Casti or something like that, or just use items if you want to get that back up. But anyways, that is it. That is all for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.